took a horrible fall in that game, and he came out for a while. And then I think the halftime, he kind of got it loose and stuff, played great in the second half. And that was the first thing I said to you was, Hills West has to pass the ball better, which I thought they did against Malloy. They didn't fall apart under pressure. They led by 10 at the half in that game. But after I said that, I am into this guy, Jared Roden.
Yes.
He's Division I basketball player.
Yes, only a junior.
I know,
very
he
talented
is. He's Division I basketball player.
Yeah, Darius loves him. He's got a lot of skills, can step outside, can shoot it, can handle. Unselfish. They form a...
Plays hard. Both
very
ends
hard.
of the floor.
Very hard.
6'6".
You got to play hard if you play for Darius Burton.
Gatling had 25. Roden had 18. Hills West had a 10-point lead at the half, and then they didn't.
Cam Jordan, a nice move to the basket. There he made it 11-8. Here, beautiful fadeaway by Altenord with the little jumper. And here
that
comes
was Dalrymple, wasn't it?
Dalrymple. Here comes your guy, Shane Gatling, with the three-pointer.
Had you gone to the game, you would have known that was Dalrymple.
Gatling again. This is what I really like about Gatling. His ability to finish with the weak hand. Beautiful move. He had 6 threes in his basketball game. Terrific performance. Hills West went down 77-60 to the Baldwin Bruins after having a 10-point lead.
Then Baldwin took on this South Shore team from Brooklyn. And that's a PSAL game, part of the 3rd annual Shooting Star Showcase at Lehigh. If the Lehigh step in that game was probably the best game.
I disagree. I think there's a better.
This was, and if you get caught up in that Brooklyn black and blue division of the big boy basketball in New York City, and you look at the record and you're like, oh, this is a bad loss for Baldwin. It's not. This game, if Baldwin's ultimate goal is to get upstate, this game will help him do it because this team is a physical, big, strong, athletic team.
Well, Coach Mike Beckles does a terrific job with his basketball team. That's a beautiful move there by Zaire Mateen. That ties the game up at 28. Some good spin moves, some good dishing right here. The corner, there's your guy, Jared Roden. He knocks down a 3. That puts Baldwin up 7, 36-29. And now a beautiful backdoor to Gatling. Zion Stevens hits him, and that's 38-31 at the half. In the third quarter, South Shore, your guy, Nick Simeon, right down Broadway. South Shore down 43-37. Simeon played outstanding in his basketball game. Another nice ball fake by Zaire Mateen. Hits a little baseline jumper. Ties the game up at 48. In transition, Baldwin. Here's your guy, Gatling. And here I talk about the ability to finish with the left hand, his weak hand. Beautiful scoop off the glass. Ties the game up at 50. This was back and forth. I mentioned a great game. Your guy, Roden. Nice little pump fake. Knocks down the 3. He ties it up at 55-55. Beautiful ball movement here again. In transition. The finish, no good. Kicks it back out. Stays with it. Your guy. Beautiful look to Simeon. Inside. Urade Evans with the dunks. South Shore 63-61. Gatling up top. Gets picked. But there's still hustle on that team. The block from behind. Elijah Bovell keeps it tied at 69. Top of the key. Biggest shot of the game. Zaire Mateen. The crossover. The step back. The 2. 71-69. South Shore. And here to seal the deal, Nick Simeon. We saw it before. We see it again. The beautiful over-the-head pass inside to Evans for another dunk. And South Shore comes away with a hard-fought 76-71 victory in overtime.
And I'd like to thank Coach Beckles because now I don't have to take you to dinner. That was the bet last week. That was the bet.
If I went 4-0, I went 3-1. That's the only game I lost. I lost in OT, but what are you going to do?
When I watched the